Let's talk about spiritual law, spiritual contracts, spiritual legislation. You got conscious spiritual contracts. Those are ones that you're aware of, be them good, bad, and or indifferent. Bad as in maybe there's a karmic debt by way of a spiritual contract that needs to be settled. And so you decide how you want to handle that connection in life, but it's on your list by way of responsibilities for why you reincarnated to settle that debt. Now, you can take the high road, the middle, the end, whatever you want to do. Karmic debts have to be settled in order to go into kindred, high level soulmate connections by way of spiritual contracts. Now, oftentimes, and this is really unfortunate, I don't want this for anybody, but some people unconsciously sign spiritual contracts because they have good intentions. They're under the assumption that other people do as well. Prime example, you go into a relationship. Maybe your intentions are really, really good. And maybe you get in bed with a witch or a warlock who you have a karmic debt with, and they choose to stay in their dense energy by way of looping in a karmic cycle. And so, therefore, you unconsciously sign a spiritual contract with them, right? Unconsciously, though, which makes you innocent. And this is where the law of mercy and grace comes in. The divine is so kind to us. But when you consciously keep making the same mistake over and over, one has to be held accountable at some point to their responsibility to making a mistake redundantly after being given truth and clarity by way of wisdom. Your higher self would require for you to make a different decision. So let's talk about it. Welcome to Spiritual Core TV. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning back, welcome back. We're going to talk about this situation because right now, spiritual contracts are under serious spiritual investigation by the cosmic realm. There is a certain group, a certain angelic department. Their only assignment is to process spiritual contracts. Why? Because a lot of debt has been settled. A lot of you settled debts that you didn't even know that you were settling just by way of how you decided to move, how your heart posture dealt with the situation, how you released it. You were absolutely settling a debt. In no way, shape, or form can anybody at this point minimize your efforts by way of the work that you exhibited when it came to having to have decent character. How many people did you want to choke out? How many people did you really want to spaz out on because they kept coming for your peace? You said, listen, I'm here to settle this debt, and you want to fight about it. I don't have time for that. Matter of fact, time is an illusion. So I'm just going to eliminate you by way of this illusion, settle the debt, and I got to go. Some of these people wanted to engage in war with you. But now that you settled your debt, all the spiritual contracts are under investigation. In between all of that, you got a lot of familiar family members that were doing spell work over you, jealous and envious, nasty business. Now they're sitting in spiritual court, and everything that they did and what they have done and what they were planning to do is and will be held against them in the most serious of ways. The gravity by way of the carnal sins that they committed, everything that they did is being held against them in spiritual court. Let's get into it. Thank you, Archangel Michael, Raphael, for continuing to fight for me in the spirit realm up against those nasty, nasty little principalities. Something about your transformation upgrade. So, when it's a familiar family unit, immediate family, mother, father, sister, brother, etc., first cousin, uncle, aunts, that's immediate family, and you decide to go through some type of a transformation, you can literally simultaneously settle debt within the bloodline, that you literally alchemize all the curses out of your bloodline. Therefore, you have people that you may have been born into a family of, but you don't resonate with because they didn't want to settle the debt. They did not want to change, right? So then you go about your journey and you embark on kindred soul family. That's what I just heard. people that you can trust. I love that. Clarify these terms and conditions, okay? You have a mother, a father. Somebody's mother is giving gypsy. Somebody's mother has been here a really long time, okay? This person is now doing love rituals. She used a sibling or a brother to put some type of curse or hex on you. Something about your siblings and your brother, your sister, or whatever this family energy is. Yeah, they did poverty rituals. Okay. So somebody was using them. It's kind of like a puppeteer, you know, whoever this gypsy mother, witchy type, dark mother figure, she doesn't like to get her hands dirty. In fact, she prides herself on doing magic that she feels is only necessary. However, in that, it's a power struggle. She got a little greedy. She got a little ahead of herself and she used your siblings. I'm seeing like puppet master pulling the strings. Okay. So you have people within the family that started to feel a certain way about you all of a sudden. This could have been a favorite sibling, a favorite cousin, and then all of a sudden something goes left. Okay. Some type of demonic connection, something that needed to be casted out. This too, eventually chosen one, with the Most High God is showing me, would become your best achievement, meaning overcoming your immediate familiar family unit. You're coming out as a star seed. This is who you are. This is what it is. Nobody can change it. The terms and conditions of these spiritual contracts, these people signed up for destruction of a star seed that was born into the family to break all the curses. Yes, all of them. Most High God knew you could do it. You have everything here to help you break these curses. Clarify destruction. Terms and conditions. Oh, yeah, it's crazy. These people abuse their power. And now this stuff is backfiring. Abuse came up in the reverse. So this stuff is backfiring, y'all, on a lot of people. I feel like we already know that. Okay. But the terms and the conditions, this is what they wanted for you. They wanted opposition. They wanted karmic cycles. They wanted you to be confused. They wanted you to be abused. Somebody asked in their spiritual contract for you to have complete and total upheaval, destruction, chaos, a part of your life. Somebody sent a demonic force after you. They signed a contract and now they're bound to it, right? So abuse, opposition, and destruction. But the terms and conditions state that if in the event, for whatever reason, this contract would go under some type of spiritual investigation, the terms and conditions state that if something did happen to you, this would absolutely destroy the whole narrative of the bloodline by way of people being able to go forward and satisfy their debt. Your family forfeited their birthrights. Instead, they called on complete and total chaos of a star seed in the family. You're somebody that talks to the divine. Maybe you flip the cards. Maybe you have scriptures. Maybe you are writing a book. Whoever you are, you have a direct connection to Creator Source. So you know the intricate details of the terms and conditions, okay? These people destroyed their possibility to ever, ever, ever have a life cycle with you. That means even if they are allowed to reincarnate, there's no connection to you. You will have ascended to the divine. This was the last time, which is why I feel you consciously reincarnated. You know, some people reincarnate because they get tricked out of false illusions of light, or they feel guilty. They feel like, well, if I could do it all over again, I'm going to do this. No, you are an ascended master. You consciously spent the block because this is letting me know that your last lifetime, you had perfect karma. You didn't have to come back, chosen one. You're an ascended master that descended from the heavens to help humanity and to come give people an opportunity to settle their debt. People only get a once in a lifetime thing with you. This was a once in a lifetime chance. Even trying to get the words out, it's like somebody's really frustrated with the fact that this is being expressed. Okay. Somebody doesn't like the fact that the truth is coming out. But the fact of the matter is, there is a full-fledged spiritual investigation, a group of angels that are on assignment as guided by the divine to pull all spiritual contracts, even the ones that they tried to bury. Somebody went to the graveyard. That's their favorite place. They sat down, they played around, they conjured up, they left offerings, and now somebody could be digging up their spell work, but it's too late. Destruction has to happen. They're getting exactly what they wanted. The terms and conditions of the spiritual contracts that they signed with their practitioners, with spirits, with demons, with whatever this is that they went into an agreement with, forfeiting their birthrights. They now have to adhere to the terms and conditions. Somebody's in violation of their demonic contract, and the demons are holding them accountable. And who are we to intercede as star seeds, people that do divination? We're just here to tell the story. I can't make this up. Something about you being a sweetheart, okay? Something about you being happy in life. These people were lustful over seeing you trapped. Now they're in spiritual jail. There is no connection to these people, not spiritually, not mentally, not physically, not through DNA, not through family units, none of that. Clarify these terms and conditions, Holy Spirit. Let's just get straight to the point here. Why don't we? Yeah, somebody's doing love spells. I'm telling you, because these people are now looking at the terms and conditions, but they've already signed the contracts. Somebody was all in. Somebody wanted complete and total destruction of your destiny. Somebody was thirsting for it. They were waiting with the spirit of anticipation to see if destruction would happen in your life. They even had the root worker watching you. Now you got thoughts and love spell, and they're trying to get you to come back because they know that you know the way out of this dark night of the soul. But here's the plot twist. Honestly, some of these people, they don't make it out. These people have a veil over their eyes. They were trying to put a veil over your eyes. These are people that are secretly trying to shank you. Okay, now they want to thank you, but it's false. It's not pure gratitude. It's mentally and emotionally unstable. That demon is whipping that ass. Okay, clarify this root worker that's watching. Show me the root worker. Oh, he's going to pass away. He doesn't want to pass away. He came for somebody very, very divine, somebody that the divine really does love. You know, these are very special spiritual assignments, chosen ones. I really hope that you can see, okay, depending on where you are on your journey, I really hope that you can see just how special and valuable your destiny is. These are destinies, y'all, that cannot be touched. They can't be altered. They can't be fit to fit somebody else. It's only for you. And this was the biggest mistake. Whoever the root worker is, he's about to pass away. He better get his affairs in order. He better get his documentation, or maybe not. Maybe spirit won't give him time to do anything, because with complete and total destruction coming, it's a wrap. This root worker went against his own better judgment. hmm He went against his own better judgment. You got travel and you got child, okay? Clarify this root worker. Yeah, I can't make this up. This person did a lot of evil eye magic, heavy projection, heavy hexing, cursing energy, may have even allowed the demon to possess him in order for the demon to do the work through him, to use him as a vessel. A lot of evil eye energy. Well, his evil eye is dead. He's going to be resting in purgatory, resting in pain. It's hard to see people rest in pain but have no rest. Ain't no rest for the wicked on the other side, by the way. There's no resting in peace. They're just tormented by things that they did. And this is a root worker that's hurt a lot of people, even tried to hurt a kid, a child, tried to treat a child as if they were a sacrifice, as guided by whoever this is that went into the spiritual contract. Clarify the spiritual contract, Holy Spirit. What's going on, man? Well, there you go. False contracts is in the reverse. Everything's under spiritual investigation. You got documentation, beats this conversation. Everything was in writing, what they wanted to be done to a chosen one. Okay. What they ordered. I'm trying to tell you, this person went against their better judgment. This is somebody that does good root work. Okay. They know how to bring balance. They know the rules. They went against their intuition. What made them go against their intuition? Because the contract came up in the reverse, which means that this is a bad contract all day. Somebody felt like they should not have done this. Now they're sitting up thinking and wishing and hoping that they can change something, but it's too late. This man knows the rules, and he knows that if he was paid to do something to you, or he went into a contract with whoever was asking for the services of destruction to happen to the star seed, he went against his better judgment. He wasn't supposed to do that. And this is what happens. Yeah, it's over. It's over. You got lust energy. He was lusting after something, lusting after destruction, lusting for opposition, putting his all into it, wanting you to be mentally and emotionally unstable. You got boss and you got high honor. You outrank this person. You outrank this person. Clarify this person, Holy Spirit. What is this deal? What's going on here? Okay. Yeah, I can't make it up. He can expect no more. Time is up. Something could be happening right now. Could be a matter of days, seconds, minutes, hours, but expectations in the reverse. So, whatever he was expecting to happen to a child, to you, whoever you are, somebody could have been doing this since you were a child, okay? Whatever this is, it doesn't matter anymore because the contract, by way of the terms and conditions, have to be settled, okay? That's spiritual law. That's law in order. That is meticulous spiritual work. Most High God is meticulous. Most High God is about order, balance, numbers, synchronicities. And when something is done, I hear the Most High God saying, damn it, I said it's done. Light one more candle. Go to one more grave. Call on one more demonic force. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Truth or dare. Would you bet your life? Somebody bet their life that something was going to happen. It's your abundance that they wanted. It's your abundance that they wanted to block. But abundance is not always financial. It very well could be. Okay? But abundance comes from within. And everything else follows after that. It's very easy to manifest. Yeah, just sir, how you gonna win if you ain't right within? Yeah, absolutely. You got rituals here, okay? Single, sexy, and successful, you still seem to overcome some type of dark ass contract that was never meant for you. Somebody in your family wanted to put all the karmic debt on you. Once they started to do this work and they saw that it was backfiring, somebody was like, oh, shoot, that's a real star seed. Okay, cool. Let's put all our karma on that person and then just have them pay the debt. Somebody wanted you to be a down payment. Mhm. For a karmic debt agreement, an installment agreement for you to pay the debt for the sins of your family. You're not responsible. They forfeited their birthrights. They were supposed to get it right this time. They don't get a second chance to make another impression with you because you're passing through as an ascended master held in high honor. Yeah, these people are blocked completely, totally. Still doing love spells. This could be sympathy spells, projecting out sympathy, empathy. You know, we're sorry, we're this, whatever. Spirit says, yeah, they are really sorry. That's probably the only thing that they got right. Wow. Okay. Like literally, that's crazy. Something about your soulmate, something about you being in your light body, spiritual contracts, terms and conditions. They cannot manipulate anything. Somebody wanted complete and total manipulation of everything around you. Again, familiar family unit. Somebody wanted people to go against you. Somebody only wanted you to meet karmic people, bad people, lovers, friends, neighbors, co-workers, whatever, etc. And anybody that took the bait, anybody that fell for the manipulation is also under judgment, something about the distant future, and something about a family member. So you could be getting some news about a family member real soon because the practitioner's fate has already been sealed with the graveyard. The dead have already confirmed a spot for this person on the other side. And then they have to go through that second judgment. Yeah, they're going to be looking like this on the other side because they ignored their intuition. What made them go against their own intuition? Clarify. What made them go against their own intuition? I cannot make this up. Divinity in the reverse. Whoever this practitioner is, he ignored spiritual law. He had to have known that this would end in the worst way for his bloodline and anybody that sought him out to do the work. He had to have known. Divinity in the reverse is completely ignoring divine spiritual law after knowing who you are. Somebody had a point to prove. Now the proof, the I was going to say the point has been proven, but the proof is in the pudding. Get it out. The point has been proven. The proof is in the pudding. You're somebody of the light, and this person is going to hell. Divinity in the reverse, child, the divine is ignoring these people. I cannot make this up. Somebody wanted to change your birthright. Somebody wanted to change your fortune. Who is this person that paid for this spell work? Who's the person that paid for the spell work? Somebody that wanted to be single, sexy, and sufficient. Okay. Somebody could have been jealous about that. Okay. Maybe you're somebody that, maybe you're somebody in the family. You're like the first one to go to college or the first millionaire. Whatever it is, you're on your destiny, honey. And everything is good. Karma in the reverse. Somebody was trying to switch out your karma. That's why divinity came up like this. Somebody in your family, familiar family unit, people that you're no longer connected to scientifically, biologically, because you've gone through a spiritual upgrade. Somebody wanted to switch out your karma to give you their bad karma, make you pay the sins of your family. And they thought they were just going to scoot on along and walk around in your energy, divinity in the reverse and karma in the reverse. It's time to pay up the terms and conditions. Okay. Somebody's having this ugly gas face on the other side of wherever the hell they're at. Okay. Somebody's mad about that, mad because they're blocked. Clarify this person, Holy Spirit. Somebody wanted to be the successful one, the star seed. You got a nasty karmic energy here, whoever that masculine is. Okay. Familiar family unit. Okay. Could be a brother. This is somebody that you were really sweet to, very nice to, very kind to. I just heard I love my family, but my family didn't love me. This brother figure, this karmic masculine, is finding out that you've awakened to the reality of who you are. So therefore, translation, you're not taking any of their shit. They might as well put down the love spells. They might as well just let that go. Somebody's trying to woo you to come back to the family. I don't think you're coming back. Something about you being a natural born healer. Somebody is shocked. I just heard they're shocked that you're not 6 feet deep. Close any doors and projections right now, Holy Spirit, of anybody trying to stop me from speaking and shutting my mouth with bondage. Somebody does not want this to come out. Clarify, remove that energy, return it to the sender. We are divinely protected around here. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. People want to play around. They think it's a joke. The divine is real. Now somebody can play no more. I can't make this up. You got nice guy in the reverse. Somebody's brother is a warlock. High priestess in the reverse. Nice guy in the reverse. This is somebody that's gone under the radar. Maybe this is somebody that you never knew anything about spell work. Okay. You could have different fathers or different mothers, but a brother nonetheless. For some of you, it's like a foster brother or adopted brother. Clarify this person, karmic masculine. Yeah, I can't make this up. You're going to be finding out that somebody in the family is passing away. The practitioner, this brother figure, okay, ascending in the reverse, nice guy in the reverse. This person is bitter. I don't even want to channel the energy. They're very bitter. Whoever they went to, the practitioner, is done. Okay. Clarify, Holy Spirit, what else we need to know about the terms and conditions of the contract. Somebody was always in the background. I'm telling you, somebody wanted you to meet nothing but karmic men, women, etc. Okay, people that would betray you, and you very well could have been in that energy for a little bit. Like, damn, why are all these people, you know what I mean, hating on me? Deep down inside, you don't really want to boast, but by yourself and privately, you're like, yo, I'm kind of like a good person. I'm decent. I'm not hurting anybody. What's going on? This was the magic that somebody was trying to put on you. And even in those circumstances where you were a little confused, Spirit always guided you towards the right direction and gave you victories over karmic people. You settled all of your debts. So now you get to go into karmic, what is this? Karmic court? Thank you, Spirit. Why do I want to say karmic court? You get to go into karmic court and show proof that you've settled all your debts. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Creator. Clear any confusion out, please and thank you. Please remove any projections, close any doors of anybody that could be astral projecting. You're under divine law by way of divine intervention is here, and spiritual law ain't no joke. Somebody wanted to change the law. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. I just felt the need to say that. Yeah, I can't make this up. We're coming up as trusted energy in the ethers. Spirit say you can trust that. That message is real, straight from the Creator. Creator, use me as a vessel, Holy Spirit. Yeah, I can't make this up. Somebody is really out here looking crazy. Okay, let me tell you what I see. There's a family member that put some type of hex or curse on you for you to bear the sins of the family. Okay, this could have been a 10-year cycle. This could have been for 18 years, or this could have been since you were a child, or somebody wanted to affect you and your children. Okay, and your partnerships. With that being said, the contract is now under investigation. Debts have been settled, debts that did not even belong to you. Spirit could be returning those debts back to the rightful owners. Some of these people won't pass away, but they'll have to live out these karmic contracts, okay? Some of them will be hoping to die, unfortunately, but they're going to have to live out those contracts. Somebody's absolutely going to pass away. And this is the practitioner. This person knows it. With bondage, they want you to stop telling the truth about what it is that they've done. And whoever this person is now, along the way, somebody wanted you only to meet like witches, warlocks, and you could have again encountered a whole bunch of different kinds of people. Like, damn, this is crazy, right? Those people too had some type of high level responsibility to settle a debt with you. So if they joined in based on this spell work, following you around town and everywhere that you went, in every city, every zip code and town and house and whatever, and you just can't seem to catch a break. Those witches, those warlocks, all those karmic relationships, those people are under severe judgment because some of them knew that somebody was trying to attach some type of demonic, destructive energy to your life. Some of these people knew that they were trying to attach things. These are people that are spiritually awakened. However, they abuse their power. So they jumped on the bandwagon of destruction when they should have settled their debt with you. That would have been a good idea. Somebody's desperately trying to shut you up from speaking the truth. These people tried to put you in a box to silence you. So you thought outside the box. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Relationship in the reverse, with moving on in the reverse. A lot of these witches that jumped on, I just heard the mark of the witch. Okay, so somebody wanted to mark you for destruction. That means wherever you go, you just got this weird energy around you. It's nasty. People that can really see could have seen that something was bothering you spiritually or following you. Okay, something like an entity attachment. I just heard the entity could never attach to you because of your divinity, but the entity did follow you. Okay. This also could have been an entity that they used as a monitoring spirit to see if their spell work was working. So if you've not talked to these people, if you've not seen them in a little while, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, oh, definitely they were still doing spell work. Big evil eye energy. And my throat chakra. Somebody does not want this to come out. Something about the truth being spoken, something about these spiritual contracts and the terms and conditions. Um, Whoever this brother figure is, this karmic masculine, you're going to get news that he's passed away. My condolences. Okay. Yeah, my condolences. He's done a lot behind the scenes. And also, there is another family member here as well. This could have been several family members, but the brother is the one that really got it started. Okay. This person is angry because of your bloodline. Something about your bloodline being held in high honor. This is why I feel like this brother could have a different mother or a different father because they're jealous of your bloodline. Okay. Wow. There's a lot going on there. Let's talk about the terms and conditions. If you're just now coming into spiritual court, welcome. Come on in. If you've been watching for a little while, do me a solid. Double tap the screen, thumbs up, hype us up, comment respectfully down below. Let us know if you like the way we flow over here. Remember to use your best discernment. Do not let these readings drive you crazy. For entertainment purposes only. These are really good examples of real events, right? Based on real stories where you can apply this stuff to your life. Somebody's mad because you're coming into everything that the Most High God promised you. You're standing up for yourself. You're being told to speak your truth, write your truth, tell your truth. Some of you have to write or need to write a tell-all book. Spirit says this is going to be very therapeutic. A tell-all book, okay, or a memoir, or just writing down your thoughts is a form of therapy. Getting it out of your spirit, writing it down, whatever you do with whatever that is written, after you're done getting it all out, is up to you. Maybe you'll burn it, maybe you'll put it in a bottle, maybe you'll throw it away, whatever. Maybe you will publish the book. But Spirit says something about being able to speak your truth after indefinite silence. Some of these people wanted you indefinitely silenced. That's a part of the contract, because Knight of Swords is air energy. That's speaking, that's communication, that's Aquarian energy, that's flow, that's Gemini energy, that's Libran energy, balanced in what it is that you're saying. Some of these people are angry because you communicate well. Remember, mentally and emotionally unstable is what they wanted. These were the terms in the contracts that they signed, that they would have continued to sign if allowed the opportunity. Clarify, Holy Spirit. You got the Knight of Pentacles here, okay? Forging ahead, speaking up for yourself. Yeah, these people are under severe judgment. It's not even funny. Somebody attacked a very special child in the bloodline, and this person's under severe judgment. Somebody could have just wished for something bad to happen to you and people that you love. But Page and Knight, those are children. Okay. So the moment you started to speak up or see the truth, or you decided to surrender something in order to see where things were coming from, you know how oftentimes you're like, dang, I wonder who's out there doing that or trying to attack me, right? You don't even need to know who it is. Your prayers are far reaching. Most High God got eyes in places that these people couldn't even imagine. Hands, eyes, feet, angels. Most High God don't miss. Most High God is not an energy that could lie like a man or a woman. Spirit always sees the truth. Spirit's always going to see the best plan for the outcome. Even when people try to alter the plans, you got a lot of people running from this judgment in the reverse. Again, it's non-negotiable though. Okay. I just heard once the practitioner dies, they're all going to cry because they know that their time is near. Yeah, I can't make this shit up. I just heard that real clear. Death. Wow. Judgment in the reverse and death. Oh, that practitioner's got some blood on his hands, don't he? Spirit realm is waiting on him on the other side. Second judgment over the works that he's done while walking this earth. He comes from a long line of dark people, but he was able to get out and he went against his better judgment. Yeah. He manifested a very early retirement. This is somebody that forfeited their divinity. Why would that have been so easy to do for people that were requesting something to happen to somebody that could never be touched? Why would it have been so easy for this practitioner to go against their better judgment to attack somebody who is chosen, that cannot be hurt, that cannot be touched? Why would that have been so easy? Nobody knows. But you're coming up as somebody very high ranked, and the spirit realm loves you. The spirit realm loves you, divine high priestess. You could be a medium. Maybe you see shadows, orbs, lights. Okay. Spirit animals. I'm seeing crows, messengers from the other side. You're tapped in. Nature always gives you everything that you need. You trust in nature. You trust in the universe plan for your life. And this is why things are in alignment. It's your trust. It's the fact that you know that the divine is working things out for the betterment of whatever this is that needs to come into fruition for this bloodline. With death and judgment in the reverse, though, something has backfired. You got King of Wands energy here, okay? Clarify, Holy Spirit, what's going on? The Page of Swords. Somebody's been stalking you, watching you, spying on you, constantly getting divination done to see if something's working. Who's the spy? Who's the spy? Page of Wands. Somebody is gathering information. Somebody is running back. Knight of Wands energy. Knight of Wands is like moving fast, you know. is passionately in pursuit of something, passionately in pursuit of information. I just heard go run tell that. Somebody's a go run tell thater. They gather information, then they run back and go tell. Page of Swords, this person's always watching. Who's this King of Wands energy? Page of Swords, how does he fit into the story? Well, he's getting divination done, is what he's doing. So he's spying through divination. Six of Pentacles. Somebody's giving somebody money to see if the magic is working, to see what you have going on so they can figure out how to block it. Unbeknownst to them, they're under judgment in the reverse, non-negotiable, meaning they can't negotiate their birthright back. They got too much debt. They've racked up too much debt. Clarify? Six of Pentacles. Somebody's being paid to do something. You got the Four of Wands, Aries energy. What's this energy? This could be a brother figure. Yeah, your brother is crazy. Hell no. Could be an Aries energy. Okay. Somebody's birthday could be in April. Spirit says that is the truth. This wicked bastard's gonna burn in hell so good. That's crazy. Justice in the reverse. This person sent you everything they could have imagined. They wanted everything bad to happen to you. Although this person plays the role of a shadow brother, a shadow character, this is somebody that you have a long-winded spiritual contract with. This life was the opportunity to get it right, and somebody's mad because they can't take something from you or stop you. Spirit says, yeah, the truth is here. Protect yourself from this energy, and you did, and you are protected. You got the Lovers. This brother figure has been stalking you and your lovers. Ace of Pentacles. You may not have even known, again, that this was a brother that knew anything about witchcraft. With the world energy, somebody's watching somebody. Okay, this could be online, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, any social media site, or they're just spying through divination, or they're doing a combination of all of the above. This person's about to get a tower. Clarify justice in the reverse. I can't make this up. You keep balancing this out. Look at your angels here. Give thanks to your angels, okay? Thank you, angels. Thank you. This person is getting a first class seat, a front row seat to the magnificence of how the divine providence shows up right on time. Somebody was paying for chaos. They went into terms and conditions of what they wanted to happen, how they wanted it to happen, and they paid over and over and over and over for something to happen. Page of Swords and the Page of Wands, constantly checking to see if the magic that they were sending out was working. And when they found out that it wasn't working, they then decided to double up. Bad idea. Somebody went back to the practitioner, and your angels are here to balance it out. You are the high priestess. You will continue to be the high priestess. Temperance energy. Earth angel energy. You found some type of life's balance in the middle of all of this chaos. You even extended forgiveness in situations that were needed. You released it and you let it go with the star energy and the Six of Swords. I can't make it up. Big Aquarius energy. Now, keep in mind when I say these signs, it's not to say that somebody like this person could obviously be in Aries. Okay. With the Four of Wands, this is somebody that you grew up with. Okay. This is not an estranged brother, meaning you didn't grow up with them. They may be estranged now. Maybe you don't talk to this person. Okay. But this is somebody that knows you. They grew up in your house. Okay. With the Four of Wands. Yeah, the Ten of Cups. It's a family member. Now this person's looking crazy because you keep balancing something out. Nine of Pentacles, single and self-sufficient. Seven of Swords. Somebody wanted to knock over your Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I can't make it up. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Anything else? The Two of Cups. You're coming into some type of partnership. So you broke out of some type of curse, basically. A hex and a curse. I can't make this up. Ten of Swords and Ascendants. You transmuted something with the help of the Creator. You got over something with the help of God. The Creator that created you said, I don't think so. Ten of Swords. Yeah, I can't make this up. Yeah, this person is wicked as hell. He's like a spiritual Hitler. It's the energy that he's giving. Clarify. He's a mean guy. He may have even sacrificed his own wife for money. Queen of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Somebody sacrificed their own wife. This person is on the other side. Somebody married somebody just for money and then took them out spiritually. Three of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Clarify this masculine in the family, karmic masculine. Yeah, this person is crazy. He didn't even give a damn about it either. It's somebody that cries fake ass tears at a funeral. This person is dangerous, y'all. Five of Cups in the reverse. There's no remorse. There's no feelings. There's no regret. There's uh this could be a full-blown demon. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Five of Cups in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles. He took out his own wife and didn't care about it, but he did it for the money. Wow. Anything else we need to know here? Yeah, look, Five of Wands. Now there's chaos, turmoil. Somebody's not getting along with people. They're angry. They're agitated. That's all that spell work backfiring. That's what happens when you wish for somebody's life to be in hell. Yeah, look, the Seven of Cups. Something about making choices, conflict, conflicting choices. Seven of Cups is illusions or choices. But with the Five of Wands, chaos and trying to make a choice in the middle of chaos leads somebody into the Ten of Swords based on decisions that they went into, terms and conditions. Somebody didn't want you to know that it was them. I can't make this up. It's time up. Time is up. Time is down. The tower is about to fall down. This person could have been doing this to a lot of people in the family. Somebody's like the black sheep for real. Like it's something wrong with this person. Something about DNA splice. Their DNA is off. I feel like somebody has a different father. I don't know. I just feel like they got a different father. Clarify. Eight of Wands. This person is definitely communicating with other family members about you. Clarify what's going on and how you move forward with the Queen of Swords energy. It's something about what you're talking about. Okay. Maybe you're speaking the truth. Maybe you're speaking up. Maybe you're saying something and it's really got these people nervous because they don't want you to talk about it. And you've healed from whatever this is that they threw at you, which it seems like it's everything that they could have imagined. Who's this feminine here that this brother is talking to? This could be a brother and a sister. Yeah, people that you celebrated with that you don't celebrate with. Okay, y'all. So listen, the microphone went out. I know my voice might sound a little bit different, so let's just see if we can finish this out properly. I don't know what part this cut out on, but I will tell you this brother figure, this sister figure, whatever they got going on, you've distanced yourself from these people. They were definitely doing spell work over you. The brother was going the hardest, okay? Whoever your brother is, wannabe brother, estranged brother, whatever this is, it's over. Three of Cups in the reverse. These are people that you celebrated with, okay? The Nine of Wands. You got the Queen of Swords energy. Something about you speaking your truth is creating towers, and you've put a barrier up. You're not connected to these people. Ten of Cups energy and the Star. So everything that was stolen from you, time, energy, I just heard good health is being restored to you, to its natural state of good health, optimum health. Something about divine alignment. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Man, I hate when that microphone goes off like that. Well, hopefully y'all were able to hear the reading up until that point. I'll try to timestamp it as best I can in the comments, you know. I'll try to timestamp it so that way you can skip through the parts that were muted. But for those of you that read the tarot or read the cards in silence, I think that's amazing. You got the Six of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. This is something that's come full circle. Okay. These are people that did work over you, that were anticipating your demise. And when you did not pass away, they got really scared. So they did it again and again and again and again and again. They were committed to this contract. They were committed to destruction. They were committed to the outcome of seeing you not be the star. And now these contracts have come full circle. You've closed out contracts with them. You have no responsibility to the sins that they've committed. You didn't force these people's hands. You didn't put a gun to their head and say, hey, you need to go do spell work. In fact, you sailing to calmer waters is really what balanced out this contract so beautifully, because had you engaged in this level of spiritual warfare, that would have given these people a cause to curse you. That's what I just heard. Yeah, now you get the Ten of Pentacles. I love it. Ooh-wee. Something about the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. And that's the truth, the Ace of Swords. This does conclude this message in the case of the spiritual contracts under investigation. Terms and conditions are being illuminated. Some people are being eliminated because that was the terms and conditions of their contract. And so with that being said, judgment is non-negotiable. And I don't like to be the bearer of bad news for people that entered into those contracts, but they had an obligation to not forfeit their birthright this time, to work with you, to collaborate with you, but instead they chose to go against you. Now that that cycle is closed, congratulations, collective. You are now moving more into the North Node. You're meeting more kindred souls, people where you will create your own social group, your own kindred soul tribe, your own divine family. These are familiar kindred souls, not familiar spirits, but kindred spirits that know what it is that you've gone through without you saying it. They too have gifts, and this is such a beautiful time to be connected. You are the divine high priestess. This is the message, okay? I love y'all, okay? If this resonated, give it a thumbs up. You know, whatever you feel you need to do, hype us up. It does help the algorithm. It helps me get on other people's timelines that need this message. That is my intention. I love y'all. So as we close this door, please remember to take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be patient. You've been through so much, but now you get to reap the benefits of all your good work. I love that for us. Okay? Take what resonates, leave what does not. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace be with you.